Hello everyone, welcome back to another Jurassic World Evolution 2 video. We are in our beach resort park, and before we get started on the video, I do apologize if I cough here and there. I am still sick. I'm gonna try to edit out the coughing, but if I do cough, I do apologize. I just want to get that out of the way. Now, today what we're building is something that I want to discuss. We're building a walk-in exhibit. I don't know if you guys have ever been to a zoo, but a zoo that I go to, the Fresno Cafe Zoo, there's this nice walk-in exhibit where you could walk into some of the Australian animals such as emus, kangaroos, and wallabies. And of course, you can't touch or feed them or any of those stuff, but you could actually feel, up close and personal with these animals. That's one of my favorite things of building in this game, is actually not having any fence needed at all, and use something like planters or invisible fence, because I don't know, that felt so natural, and the fence kind of gave you that unclear view, like it's blocking the way from the habitat you're building, and it looks so ugly as well. So I avoid fences. You would hardly see me building any fences unless it is sticking with a theme that I'm building with. So this is basically what I'm trying to do, is making this little nice walkway where the guests can walk inside of the domain of the exhibit without any fence or barricades. Of course, there's the barricades or the planters, whatever, but you get what I mean. And there's also another walk-in exhibit that I forgot what zoo, I think it's San Diego Zoo. It's a polar bear exhibit, and you can actually go inside or deep under their pool area, and you could see them swimming. Wouldn't it be nice for this game to have some sort of thing like that, where you could actually make like an underwater tunnel and you could watch dinosaurs swim? I mean, dinosaurs can't swim in this game anyways. Wow, I'm being so negative about this game. This game is nice. It's just that we have so much that we needed, like swimming animation, right? But the point I'm trying to make is make something very unique with your park, and I give that so much of it an advice is, like, try to avoid having fence and make like a fenceless park, and it just makes it more unique than ever. From a game that has so much little things to play with, this is something you think outside of the box. Another thing I want to talk about is terraforming. Now, a lot of people that I follow and all that, they have one of the most wonderful terraformings in their parks, and I was like, how do they make that? It looks so modded. But they use the slopes. They go underground, or they raise up the slope. Like what I'm doing right now, I'm using so many unique ways to change the slope that makes your habitat so much unique and different. Like before, when I first started playing this game, my habitat build is like making a square, a fence, adding water and foliage, and then there it is, I'm done for the day. But now that I progress with my building, I've been using slopes, terraforming, changing unique different sizes and shapes of my buildings, my habitat. It feels every habitat feels so unique and different, and this is possibly one of the most unique and different, because the slopes, the terraforming is out there, and it's a walk-in exhibit with no fence. So for those new players out there, I suggest having some sort of putting slopes is number one of making a unique park. Changing slopes, rocks, and paint, the paintbrush. So I'm using the paintbrush right now. I'm putting some dirt. As you can see, that's the rock paint. All of those would make your park so much unique and different. And you can see there's a sand paint right there. Another advice I would like to add, and I think this is just me personally, but I always hated is a strong word. It just feels awkward where dinosaurs walk like an uphill steep, and they have this weird stumpy animation, like they're struggling to get up into the mountain or whatever. It just feels so weird. And I was like, oh, this is disgusting. So what I'll do is I'll block that steep and I'll show it in game in a minute. I'm gonna cough right now, guys. Hold up. I'm gonna edit this out too. Oh, oh, I'm getting sick. Okay, I'm recovering from a sickness, so I do apologize. Okay, so what I was saying is like, oh, what was I saying? Rocks, yeah. So barricade like with rocks in the steep slope, and they will not walk into the slope, so it doesn't have that little janky animation. I will show that in a minute. Here's again the what I was gonna say: not using any fence, use planters or use rocks or what else they have so much tools that you could use that they barricade without using fence. And I have never thought about this idea until like Evolution Square. Again, she's always been my inspiration. I wouldn't have been a good park builder if it wasn't for her, or be a YouTuber, because this is why I want to be a YouTuber, because I want to showcase my park. So a little inspiration, a little shout out for her, but I bet everybody knows who she is. But planters was something that I never thought of, but when I tried it my own, it worked. So none of this is modded. It looks like it's modded, but it's none of this stuff is modded. You can actually do these type of things in the game. It's nice, it's simple. You know, I've been talking about this and I haven't even talked about the dinosaurs in this part, in this habitat. So what we're building is a Dreadnoughtus and a Chungkingosaurus habitat. Two of the dinosaurs I hardly use. And that's a shame too, because a lot of people are asking for more dinosaurs, and here we have so much dinosaurs that we don't even use. So this is an example I'm using: rocks. So just adding rocks right in that steep slope, so you don't have the dinosaurs walk across that slope, would have that little weird animation like they're walking. I think that's me personally. I don't think no one has a problem with that, but like for those who actually see that animation, it's a weird animation. I say go look it up, it's so funny. But yeah, so Dreadnoughtus, we're gonna have the original Dreadnoughtus, not the Dominion Dreadnoughtus. I personally like it. A lot of people don't love it, but I do. And then we have the Chungkingosaurus, which nobody use. Nobody used Chungkingosaurus, so I'm using Chungkingosaurus here. I don't think I'm gonna have Stegosaurus, so Chungkingosaurus is gonna take this spot for this park. And it's a lovely park. Look at how big and wide it is. So they like ground fruit and tall fiber, so it's perfect. You know, don't have to use so much. We're almost done with this park, and there's nothing else much to say. Halloween is over though, so hopefully you guys have a nice Halloween. I didn't. I worked. Boo-hoo, right? You know, like I feel like my Halloween as an adult didn't live as far as a kid. But time lapse almost over. Let's get into in-game, and I will showcase my Dreadnoughtus and Chungkingosaurus, and hopefully they love this unique build. I'll see you there, guys. Okay, we are back in game, so I'm going to showcase the habitat here. And again, I'm not going to stress out. Go to environment. Terraforming, terrain, raising up terrain, lower, flatten, smooth. I mean, that's all we have, but this would change your way of building your habitat. So this is one of the terrain builds. I'm going to show you another one. This is another one we just recently built, leveling up the terrain, lowering it. And here's one that I didn't even make a time lapse, but you see how you know, changing the terrain forming of your habitats makes it so much unique and so much interesting to look at. That's my advice for those new players out there, is terrain forming would save you so much and would have the game so much more fun instead of building, you know, just a regular box. With that being said, let's go ahead. Oh, this is like a little sneak peek of what we're gonna build next time. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video of it, but yeah, it's another aviary. But without further ado, let's bring in our dinosaurs. So we have our Dreadnoughtus and our Chungkingosaurus. So let's bring in our Dreadnoughtus over here.
This animal, though an herbivore, can intimidate most predators with its size. It's a biggie named Dreadnoughtus. I'd give this dinosaur a wide berth.
So this is the in-game Dreadnoughtus. This is not the Dominion Dreadnoughtus, and I can see a lot of why people don't really like it or put it in their 10 bottom least favorite is because of the face. It looks so weird and derpy, but in my opinion, I actually do kind of like it. Reminds me of a hippo. I don't know why, or a manatee. A manatee is a good resemblance, and I love manatees. So there's another of our Dreadnoughtus. I don't like the skin pattern though. I should have changed the skin pattern before making the video. Before recording the video, I meant. So we have two Dreadnoughtus. And we're gonna switch them into the habitat shortly. Okay, so now is our Chungkingosaurus. That one's floating.
First discovered in China, the Chungkingosaurus has distinctive twin plates that run along its back. And it can swing its spiked tail, called a dagomizer, like a massive medieval mace. This is a dinosaur best observed at a distance.
So those are our Chungkingosaurus. Yeah, for some reason, these guys are usually in the bottom of people's list, or like they're not really much of people's favorites, which I don't understand. I actually thought they look pretty cool, but I do know what they mean is because they don't stand out as the rest of the other stegosaurid. All right, I have to do some couple of adjustments. For some reason, the Dreadnoughtus are still like threatening to escape, even though I barricade everything. But it works out now. We're just waiting for the Chungkingosaurus, but let's talk about the exhibit really quick. So you guys will walk here. Oh, I need to fix that. And you walk here in this nice walk-in. Right there. Look at how beautiful this view is without the heavy fence. You see the Dreadnoughtus in the background. Then of course you could see it in the viewing gallery right there. Lovely. Or you could walk and right there, look at that.
Asset being transported.
Look at that view. Seeing our Dreadnoughtus, and this is where guests could like sit here and watch our Dreadnoughtus while they have a nice lunch. I loved it. All right, come on, gently now, come on now. Okay, slowly, gentle, come on. It's a living being. Sit. Hello, Papa. Drowning yourself in water. This is our Chungkingosaurus. Let's go see how they like it. Yep, they love it. Yep, they love it. And our Dreadnoughtus. Oh, there's one walking up here. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is weird walking animation. They didn't really show that much, but hold up. First person. Wow, what a titan. Do you love it? They love it. Oh, what a view. What a view. Look at that titan of a dinosaur. Our little baby Chungkingo right here. Oh, there's also some right here. Not bothered by a giant Dreadnoughtus. But yeah, what a habitat this is. Hopefully you guys love this habitat. Give it a like if you love the habitat. Um, leave a comment what you guys think. Subscribe to see more builds. Again, we have a huge park to fill up. And yeah, that's about it for me. I'll see you guys in the next build. Thank you guys for watching.